Right, so I have I messaged Keith. He said check all the earths. So I've checked every single one. They're all good earths. I knew they were, but so I've checked the connections for the dash loom to the main loom, and you're not going to believe this, how dumb some people can be, i.e. me. The two plugs from the dash loom I just plugged in together rather than, and then I plugged the other two plugs from the loom, main loom, together. Wonder why it's not working. So I've obviously changed them round, and ta-da, we have a battery light, which is good. So we have now LED indicator, telltale. Indicators are working both sides now. Full beam. We have lights. We have lights. Look how bright they are. So I've got that one out, and that one out. I think there's a disconnection behind them. I don't know why that's reading 1. Battery 1's working. I'm not sure about all of these at the moment because of what's going on in the engine bay. So that's working, which is good. Hazards working, good. That's working, that's working. Right, I'm just going to plug that back in. Obviously they're not working because they're not connected. 2 seconds. Right, so that's still not working for some reason. Obviously I did fit a new one, but it's just a plug and play, so I'm not quite sure with that one. Brake lights work with the side lights, and so let's see if reverse works. Right, reverse ain't working, but that might just be adjustment in there. So yeah, so investigation needed in here. That one's got one. That's on, that's on, that's on. These are all LED in these now, so I'm not sure why those are working. I've got a funny feeling they've come out of the sockets, or a cable's come loose when I've been pushing that in. So how not to plug in plugs on a Mini. Yeah, so happy with that. Standard Draper tradition. I've had to take the dash out again. Well, I say again, I've had to take it out. Some of the gauges ain't working, and I also need to trace some of the gauge wires back to the engine bay to work out what's what, because the engine bay loom, although it's new, it's been played with, so some of the colours and cables aren't where they should be. So yeah, Keith's over tomorrow, so today's Saturday, tomorrow obviously Sunday. Keith's coming over. We'll get these wiring issues sorted out, and then we will get the fuel, oil and coolant in and get it started up hopefully. So I mean, today I'm just going to get the sun visors in, interior mirror, probably mess around with the back speakers and front speakers, but I can't really do a lot more until Keith gets here. Car electrical wiring is a bit beyond my capabilities at the moment, so I don't understand it. It don't make sense to me. It's not like a house electrics. It's obviously wired differently to that. So yeah, I've tried getting my head around it, but I just end up with a headache or just overthinking stuff. So Keith's the man for the job, so wait for him tomorrow. So yeah, I'll get these visors in, get the mirror, and then start playing around with the rear speakers. So the original front speakers stupidly were yeah, that way, were screwed to the inner wing. Don't know why they did that, but so I've just made some brackets up that will effectively just bolt on the back, and then I'll just fit on. So I'm going to fix them up there. So they sit like that. Carpet can obviously go up behind, and they're just kind of hang there. Seems a much better idea, to be honest. Not very well engineered, some parts of the ERA, unfortunately. Right, so I am going to do the rear parcel shelf. I've got a brand new one from Optimize. Oh, that makes sense. I've got brand new Alpine speakers. Now, these are only the speakers. There's no grills for them because these are effectively door speakers. But with the original ERA, they had similar grills to these, but they're a bit more rounded, had a little tweeter there. but obviously I haven't got them and there's none available, so I am going to make something up. So these were the old speakers and the grills, and although Alpine do grills for them, or did speakers with grills, they're a bit too, they're fancy like that, and I just want a plain grill on them. So scrolling through the internet, I found them, and these. I mean, these are from a I can't remember, Vauxhall or something, but they're supposed to sit inside something. So I don't think they're going to work unless I can make something up, like a plastic spacer to sit around that. Maybe MDF, maybe, or them, which will look okay. But as you can see, there's no fixing points for them, so I just need to have a think about how I'm going to fix them in. Yeah, I'll give that some thought. I'd like to use them because they're a very similar shape to the old ones, but even with the tabs cut off, they would sit high up. So I'll give that some thought.